with the ICRC, I am a forensic specialist working basically for the protection of those that have been separated, those that are dead, and those that are missing. So we would like to, through the ICRC humanitarian mandate, to apply the forensic, investigative, and medical legal sciences for the search of the missing persons and also to bring answers to the families. For the ICRC, the search process, it's a complex process. It brings the experience that we have collected from different contexts, from crossing from Asia Pacific to the Middle East and to Latin America, where the phenomenon of enforced disappearances and also missing persons varies broadly. So the search process for the ICRC is not the identification of human remains. It doesn't entail the identification of human remains. So the first assumption or the first assumption that the ICRC has is that the missing person can be either alive or it can be either dead. And for clarifying the fate of the missing persons, you need to apply investigative techniques and investigative methodology and also forensic sciences. The search process includes the collection of information, that this information needs to be of good quality and also of good quantity. It also requires the evaluation of that information. It also requires the analysis of that information and to be able to produce from that analysis of information patterns of the people that went missing. The biological reference samples started to be collected in 2015. So we have collected biological reference samples from more than 2,000 relatives of the missing persons, and these relatives are linked to approximately 1,000 missing persons. Who can provide biological reference samples? So are actually those relatives that are close biologically speaking. So it could be the parents, it could be the brothers, the sisters, the siblings, it could be also the children of the missing person. So those are the relatives that can provide the most valuable information for the identification. That is the second phase, that it comes after you find, for example, an individual, a human remains, or a person that could be alive too, to help in the conclusion of the identification of that person. Search process, it's a very complex analytical process, and it consists in the retrospective reconstruction of what happened to the missing person. We would like to clarify what's the fate of the missing person, if the missing person is alive or it's dead, and what's the whereabouts of that missing person, where the missing person can be located, and the circumstances that led to his or her disappearance. After we establish the fate and the whereabouts of the missing person, we need to restore the identity of that person. And for that, we need to use different techniques, different forensic techniques. And those forensic techniques needs to interlink in order to, in a reliable and accurate manner, confirm the identity of the person, of the missing person, either alive or either dead. So there are different disciplines, forensic disciplines, that can contribute to the identification of missing persons, especially the missing persons that in a post-conflict setting, a lot of time has passed after their disappearances. So our forensic anthropology, forensic archaeology, forensic genetics, forensic pathology, all of them will try to compare basically two sets of information: the information of the missing person, the physical information, the medical information, the social information of the person that went missing, and also contrast and compare that information with that can be extracted from the person that was found, either alive or either dead. You cross the lines of all that evidence that is provided by different disciplines, and based on the consistency, the reliability, and the accuracy of those results, you can confirm that the identity of the missing person. You can confirm your hypothesis of the identity of the missing person. The search process consists in determining if the fate of the missing person, so to establish in an accurate manner if the missing person is alive or dead, and also the whereabouts of the missing person. This entails like a retrospective reconstruction of what happened to the missing person. So we are talking about the circumstances under which the missing person became unaccounted for. Also, what happened during these events, the correlation between these events and others. So it entails a collection of a lot of information, also from different sources, also the evaluation of that information, the quality and the reliability of that information. So this will imply to cross-check and to cross-validate that information with different sources and with different lines of evidence. And at the end, to infer or to conclude and to formulate different hypotheses of both the fate and the whereabouts of the missing persons. An important step is to define what type of data to collect. So we have seen, based on our experience in different contexts, that it's very important to collect information about the missing persons. So this information of the missing persons is the physical and the social information of that person that went missing. And we call it antemortem data or anti-disappearance data in the forensic and investigative jargon. It's also important to collect all the biological reference samples or samples that contain DNA of those relatives that are biologically linked to the missing person. So that's also very important, especially for the identification process. That is the second phase of the search process. And then another important source of information, it's the location of those missing persons. And if we're talking about missing persons that unfortunately could be dead, that hypothesis is more probable, is more likely, then we call it in the forensic and investigative also technicalities, the gravesite mapping. The ICRC started the collection of data, of anti-disappearance data, in 2012. The reason behind collecting this data was to collect that important information to be transferred to the mechanism once formed. So that was the main objective. And why? Because time was passing and we were losing very important information. ICRC has collected information from missing persons, and the first thing that we have, the first group of information, batch of information, is the consolidation list of missing persons. Approximately 5,000 missing persons have been consolidating throughout the work during more than 10 years that the ICRC has been engaged in the project of data collection and data analysis. From these 5,000 missing persons, we have reached out to approximately 3,000 families of the missing persons and a bit more to collect the anti-disappearance data. And from these 3,000 families of the missing persons, we have also collected the biological reference samples from approximately 2,000 families that are linked to approximately 1,000 missing persons. One of the main challenges is how time has passed since the moment that the person went missing. So this time lapse represents the loss of crucial and essential information that will help in clarifying the fate and the whereabouts of the missing persons. And here you have the second challenge, that it's the lack of information. So you will lose first sources information, and you will have to rely for the search process most probably on secondary sources of information. So the witnesses, the relatives, the people that were directly involved in the events of the disappearance, unfortunately won't be there anymore to provide that reliable and accurate information that will help in the search process. For the Lebanese context, I would say that there are four main challenges. One is the need to develop expertise and technical capacities for the search process. So we are not only talking about forensic sciences, but we're also talking about investigative professionals that are in charge of the investigation of this specific phenomenon. So the development of local capacities. The second challenge is to develop also the capacities of all those institutions that will cooperate with the National Commission. So we need to ensure this interministerial coordination and exchange of information between the National Commission and also the existing institutions in the country. A third challenge is legislation. Development of all the domestic law regulations, policies, procedures that will enable the National Commission to exert its power and its mandate for the search and the clarification of the fate of the missing persons. And the fourth challenge is the willingness of all the actors, the authorities, the entities, and the institutions that are involved in the search process. Without the will, unfortunately, you can have the best capacities in the world or the best interinstitutional coordination, but this won't happen. We need the endeavor and the commitment of all the institutions and the actors involved.